Hello, hello.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening from wherever you are watching, or when you might be watching this on demand. Hello and welcome to Unofficial Live Coding Happy Hour. We're finally back. It costs a bit of effort. It's hard to find the time, and sometimes we have some time zone issues.
We did.
like last week, but we made it again. It's the show where we do a demo without a demo, and what I mean is we have a goal in mind, and we are taking all of our skills and knowledge and try to put something together, and we just see how far we get. In today's show, well, before we start any of the live coding, we have a tradition of doing introductions. And after the introductions, we will be sharing what we're having. Let's start our introductions with Dhruv.
Oh, I'm the first one. Hi, everyone. My name is Dhruv Gupta, based out of Netherlands. ServiceNow MVP for a few years. Love ServiceNow. Enjoy working on ServiceNow. Currently in SecOps part. And yeah, it's unofficial closure of the community week, I guess. So
this is the official closure. Yeah. I'm Daniel. I work for GlideFast Consulting, 2-time MVP, and we'll be working mostly in the SPM space. But today we're going to be tackling some mobile asset management and building something from scratch. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, nice. Mark Roethof. I'm an independent ServiceNow consultant based out of the Netherlands. Doing this now for, more than 3.5 years. And before that, I was working at the ServiceNow partner in the Netherlands. Like Dhruv and Daniel, one of the MVPs. And in short, let's go around our drink. What is your beverage of choice, Dhruv?
no price for guessing. I finally got some Coca-Cola, but I'm getting health conscious, so I picked the zero sugar one. I don't know whether I'm gonna like it or not. But yeah, so tradition.
Yeah. Ooh. Today I have a nice white Monster Ultra. Can't beat a white Monster, so yeah, that's what I'm going with.
Okay, I've got something, I don't know what it is. It said, brothers-in-law spill its sister. It's an IPA. I have no clue. Looked funny, so let's try. With the beverages out of the way, let's start our journey.
Let's jump in. Yeah.
So today,
let me share.
Is going to drive the show.
I need to share the entire screen because I got the mobile app. So let's share. All right. There's us. There we go. So we're going to kick off. We will be focusing today. If you tuned in a while back, we did the same show with Chuck, and he was introducing a new party app where he had wanted to create an app where he can, trigger events for his attendees. So this is like the main thing that we got through last time was setting up the party app, like a start date, end date, any RSVPs, how many attendees, a location, details and logs. So we did all that, and we're doing that through the mobile section. But I since then have taken this app that we did with Chuck, and I have added, supplies that we want, the vendors that will be coming to the event. So, and then anything else that we need, party-wise. So you got supplies, you got vendors, you got people. We got to send out notifications. But one of the things that I was missing is barcode scanning. So if I'm going to a supply shop, so party time catering, or if I'm going to Party City or somewhere, I want to be able to scan what I'm doing, what I'm looking at, and add the item basically to my list that I know I what the cost or what it is. So that's the idea for today, is building off this party app and adding mobile asset scanning from scratch to the mobile app. So let's get into it. So
No AI in this?
no AI, just straight mobile app. It's different. So yeah, we're going to get into it. Just from Now Assist, because that's where we built it. Not Now Assist. You got me thinking AI. Now mobile. You got me thinking now. You got Now Mobile. You got Now Assist. You got all that stuff.
It's all now.
Yeah. So we got our Now Mobile. We want to go into the app config, and I'm a big fan of this tree view that they give you. You can actually see exactly what you're looking at down here, where it is. As you can see, I have a nice white background across all my stuff. I've been playing around with themes lately and getting rid of that nav bar at the top and dragging everything to the top. So you see, it's down, but mine is dragged to the top for my party app. What is that? My event planner app. So let's go into there. So my launcher tab. Let's see what we got. So we got launcher. It might be hard to see. Tell me to zoom in if you need.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
All right.
Yeah.
May have to. I'll be zooming in. All right, zooming in and out. All right, let's go in and see. So we want our launcher tab, party launcher screen. Let's open that. So I've got my section, because it depends on where I want to add this. We got search. You can see I got rid of my header function. I got rid of my search function. Maybe probably a quick action. Let's do it as a quick action. So we're going to start. Let's create a quick action. Create supply. I believe. Let's do create supply. If I could spell, that would be great too. Let's choose. What do we got for icons? It'd be nice to be able to add my own icon. I haven't found out where. Let's do the create asset icon. Looks pretty good. And from here, we're going to do a new function. Wait, but let's make it destructive. Why not? Why not? And a new function. So I like how it tells you where you are exactly within your app here. So I'm in my new function. So create barcode. What do we want? We want email, chat launcher. No, we're going to action item it. And a record. Do we want this available offline? Yeah, why not? What else we got to do? Yeah, okay. Let's go from there. Let's go new. So as I'm building this out, I need to figure out, the table structure that we have and where we're going to this. So, I got my supplies. So I got to pull my supplies. I got balloons, candles. If I do a new one, I got to be able to pick a supplier, which is just a string field right now, which is better than reference, so we don't have to deal with that. But let's just do parties. So if I have this, let's check out the table structure. Okay, so I'm doing this table. There we are. Choose what text or parameterized value. So I don't have that yet. I don't have any field values yet. From here, let's do a new form screen. New input form screen. So let's do create supply.
So the idea is we'll have something on scanning, we'll scan something.
So when I go through here, the idea is I can, since I've made it a quick action menu, we may have to add it back since I've gotten rid of a lot of stuff. May have to add the top back, but once I have that, let's see, what am I missing here? I'm missing a table. Let's do supply again. Let's just save that. Valid input. Here. Oh. Because I set it to offline. That's new. Okay. And offline is basically is what it sounds. If you haven't done mobile app before, you can take this thing into the wilderness. If you're doing some sort of IoT scanning or something, going into a building with no reception, you can set up offline mode. You still get the app functionality. You can update records, whatever was downloaded to your phone. But then as soon as you come back online, everything then gets re-uploaded back into ServiceNow. So that's what the offline mode does.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, so I've used it a few times with a few clients, and it seems to work pretty well. I haven't really found any issues with it. So now that I have all that, let's save. Let's refresh my app from my phone. There's my quick action. It's hidden in the back. What does it do? Failed. We should probably switch the theme though, so we can actually see what we're doing. So let's go to theme, mobile theme.
I think you are few of the developers in ServiceNow ecosystem that are good with mobile. Like I tried it twice. And
Yeah.
like,
What is it? Theme builder? It's theme builder, not mobile theme builder. It's just theme builder. It just takes time. Like I know mobile is a different thing. A tree structure. Like I really like this tree structure that they got here that they use for it. I do like to bounce around. Is it themes? Theme management? Theme builder. I do like to bounce around back and forth. So if am having trouble with any structure, if I'm trying to recreate something, I'll go back. I'll open up another window. I'll go back into this actual function as a tip and go in. Let's hide that. And go and open it up and just check out the structure of something else that I'm trying to build, and then go back in and build what I'm missing.
and it auto saves, or how is it?
It does not auto save. Well, it does. You have to save it. It does not auto save. As you see, something is going on when I press back. But let's go into our theme. I need to change my mobile manager away from white. What do I have? Mobile. My mobile test theme is published. Let's edit this one. Skip. Let's just do.
Yeah, Daniel doesn't need to.
Let's just do. I don't know, a blue. And our secondary, let's do a black. Oh, maybe not black. Make it
Purple.
purple. All right, got it. I think it's got it. Yeah, I'm live editing. Yeah, I know that. It takes yeah, there we go. There we go. Nice and purple and blue now. So I can actually see my things at the top now. Woo. All right, so I don't know why that's a secondary and not the primary is your banner. You'd think it would be your primary.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's another. Why is this not working now? All right, we'll go back into the theme. We may have to That's still loading. Let's go back in and see what's going on. So where were we? Events, event planner. Changed my theme. That's the create asset theme. That's interesting. Open. Yeah, it seems as though my phone part is frozen. Where are we? Create asset function.
Yeah, could it be because of the camera permissions or something? Because
so I got I don't have I have the input form stream set up. I've got the button. We need to create our inputs now, I believe. Individual fields that, so we also need to create the action for it.
Mhm.
So let's start there. I believe it's the action. We got that. Or no. How do I delete this? Let's do some inputs. So we want from the supply table, let's do quantity. Let's do, it's going to be a string. And we also want to do, there's that. Save. Let's do another one. I want to be able to do
Barcode maybe.
yeah, barcode next. So let's do like something like let's go into my balloon. Let's add the item. I would say let's add the item. Item. If we need to add a field, we'll add a field. I have two quantity fields. Oh, quantity and quantity needed. Okay. Let's do this. Let's add a field for serial number to scan my item. Click here.
Mark, do you know how to identify legends in ServiceNow and newbies in ServiceNow?
You mean the trick with SMU so
People using the how they add fields to the table of.
oh yeah. Yeah, just the old school way, right?
Just the old school way.
Yeah, I like it.
I only use the old school way to add fields. Whenever I'm doing something like that, yeah. Create a serial number. I always go to the old school. I think it's just more of a preference, really.
Yeah. I think it's also more if you start now fresh with ServiceNow, it might be easier to jump on those other new fancy things, but like the old school way, it works quick.
It works quick,
Robust,
especially when you need to like when you're using SN utils and you need to go where you know where you need to go. Like if I need to go to BR, I'm just gonna put BR. If I need to go to UiPath, like I guess that's the old school way. There's an old school. Never. I don't think I would have ever considered myself an old school ServiceNow developer. That's for sure.
Mark considers him 10 times MVP. You can see the trophies behind him.
All the trophies behind him. Yeah, the 10 times. He's one of the OG developers, right? When it was 2 programs, MVP programs.
Oh yeah. It was the developer MVP program and the community MVP program. Yeah.
Input form page. Okay. So I've created the barcode input type. So that should open up our camera. My phone is still frozen. There we go. Connect. So what's going on here? Something is completely broken with it. Oh, there we go. There we go. I got my quantity, but I'm missing my scanner. Why is that? So I could fill out this. Oh, there's my next one. There's my scanner.
It's on a different page or why?
Why is it black? Let's figure out what next.
Maybe your phone is on the.
No, I don't know. Let's see. So if I just do, it's not going to import anywhere because I haven't connected it to the table yet. But if I need, say I need 50 of these, I do a next. And I scan my iPhone camera is not available from Mac. Well, that helps. I have to open it up on my phone and then go back in and scan. So you can't see what I'm doing here. Okay, so I scan. So if I connect again. No, of course. All right, so if I go back into my ServiceNow app, I scanned my serial number of my monster, and that's what came in. Failed because we don't have it connected to anything. It's just the scanning function. So we have that scanning function set up. As you can see, if I cancel that and I go back, I can show you on screen too. Next. Yeah, okay, we got it. And I go into my app. And as you can see, if you can see that, my scanner is there and you can see my ad behind it. So it's working. So it is working. The thing came up. It's too bad I can't use it within the Mac environment as well. I wonder if QuickTime would allow me to do that, because this is Apple's new mobile edition. Cancel. So from there, so we have a serial number input. We've got that. Maybe a vendor input probably now. Be able to add the vendor as well, and what the item is. So let's add another input.
We could build the same to scan out with.
Yeah, vendor.
Adding a picture and what kind of beers those are.
Yeah, so we can do it. And that's the thing. We can do anything with this table because it's mine, so if we want to, I don't know. Like we want to do string field because we are going to add the vendor, and that was a string. Oh, yeah, so vendor.
I'm thinking from the AI use case. You scan the picture, it takes out the vendor, serial number, everything.
Like if I could just take a picture of the monster I have, and then just pulls the vendor, looks up, does a CMDB lookup for my vendor, gets the model number, or gets like what it is. The like the white, pink, monster has a whole bunch of different things, but white one's the best.
It's not time to rate your drinks yet.
Yeah, I wish I was sponsored by Monster. That's for sure. Can we get Monster sponsoring for this?
We can try.
Definitely do that. Sponsored, Unofficial Live Coding Happy Hour sponsored by Monster.
Not sure about you, but I should be sponsored by Coca-Cola the way I've been speaking.
Just a whole bunch of things. So what do we got? So we got that. We got vendor. We've got quantity. So we need quantity needed, maybe. So let's add a whole bunch of stuff to our form actions, because we need to fill out this record. So we don't have a header card because it's in my thing there. Let's just. We need the actual. I'm missing probably one thing. I'm missing. Supply. The item. We don't even know what the item is because we didn't add it. So let's add the item. That would be good. What it is. Yeah, but the AI use case for this would be awesome. But look, I'm not sure if it's hard to see on my screen. There's a lot of choices within the mobile app. You got attachments, you got choices, you got a custom map, you've got date, time fields, number, ranking, reference. If you ever needed a reference.
Is it like a field map or a...
What is? Which one? I think custom map, I think, is actually what it sounds as a custom map. Like an actual map.
Like a chart.
Yeah. We can mess with it after. Signature is exactly what it is. Like it opens up like a signature pad. So if you're doing something with a field service management and you need to get a signature from a client, that's what the signature field is. So you can actually just click the thing and get a signature input into it. Ranking, I haven't really done much with ranking. I'm not sure. Screen, screen. Boolean is how it sounds, but yeah, some of these I just don't know. So let's make this one mandatory because we need the item. And I want this all on. Let's zoom back out. Let's save that. So if we go back and look at our app now, we got our vendor. Party. So there's our party. And it's set up in like a sequential page type view. And we need to switch that.
Yeah, that's
Because I want it on more of it's in a modal. So let's try a screen presentation style and see what that does for us. Looks the exact same if you ask me. Determines how it displays in the app. Vendor test. Item test. Still the same.
Yeah, the same. Yeah.
Previous. I can go previous, but it doesn't. Where's the cancel buttons? Show confirmation message when user exits unsafe changes. Sure, why not? Let's go page settings. Yeah, I want to be able to set it.
Do we need to bind them to some screen or something like that?
Well, that's next, but I'm trying to turn it off of my. Maybe it's how I have the action item set up, where if I go to say a different application, or I want to see everything on one screen. I don't want to have to click through the screen. Like let's go back here, and you see how we see everything. Oh, that doesn't help me. On one screen here, instead of having to click through. This is what I'm trying to do for a thing where I can click into the barcode. Maybe it's just because I have barcode set up. I'm not sure. But let's go back into Event Planner and see. So we got our input support, so that screen. I think now, let's see what else we got to do. Data parameters. Top function instance. So that's that top function when presentation screen. You can define action by it. So this is adding a new. Yeah, where is it? This is just that function. We may need to go back a little bit. Let's save. Let's go back. So we've got that. Let's see what else we need to do. Alter section. I've got my function. It may not. Let's add this to the supply screen. Maybe we're okay. So let's go to my supply. So when I click into supplies here, let's add it here so we can easily, or like in a see all, so we can easily see what it is. So now that we have our function set up, list.
That's many options. How to remember that?
Use a function instance. Yeah, there's a ton of options, and it's easy to get lost in this, as you can tell, because I'm coming through. And if you don't know exactly how the tree section and where you are, so leading, let's do a leading swipe function instance, or an on tap. Actually, test. Let's do a leading. No. What screen am I on? I'm on the supplies list screen. Supplies list screen. So let's do a on tap function instance. And then we're gonna create asset. Let's choose this one. Sure, why not? And then let's choose that party. Create barcode. Apply. Save. Refresh. So that should have. That's the filters. So as soon as I clicked on, so it broke something here because as soon as I clicked into it, it is now, as soon as I click into a record, so I broke something. That's okay. That's because I said on tap, do this. So we're here. So instead of an on tap function instance, let's move this down to a leading swipe. Yeah, let's get rid of that. And
So if I'm hearing leading swipe instance, it's like this, or
when a leading swipe, so a leading swipe will be when we are in this list all function, and I swipe on one of these records, it will open a function instance there where I can actually select create barcode, create scan. Let's just add it there instead of create barcode or create record or supply. Let's choose my icon again. There's a lot of places you can go with this. Let's choose that party one again. Save it. Refresh. So when we may have to go back. Still broken. So let's fix that. See all? There we go. So if I swipe now, you see my create supply button that's there. When I click that, it will open my button, my function I just created there. But we still now have to go in and bind all of this data that we want to the actual record now. So
Daniel, just a moment ago, well,
yep.
You actually broke one of the bits. Is
Yeah,
it something
I did.
Because is there something with mobile that you can also easily debug that then? Or is it just, every change you make, just test it immediately?
Yeah, so you can actually test, well, in your dev, if you're setting up a dev environment, you can actually test your thing immediately like I did, where I knew it was broken right away because I know exactly where I am in mobile at this point. It's because I like the tree structure. So if I was trying to go to, say, settings or something else within parties, I know that I need to go, I can open up my mobile app config. I'm in now mobile. I know that I need to navigate into parties, the section down through here, and then slowly make my way down the tree structure to exactly where I am. And that's how I usually debug. If I have an issue with it, I'll go all the way out, look at my like even in the screen here, I'll go all the way out, refresh, and then follow along, clicking through each as I go, just to know exactly where I am in the app. I knew the supplies one was we're on a list screen here, which is a horizontal list screen instead of a vertical one. So if I go back, we're in the event planner, so we can go into the launcher screen. This is my launcher screen. First page, right? This is the first page. We go in, so now we're into the page. Now we see the party record section, the top, which is here, the static content, which is this up here. And I also see my supplies, which is down here. So if I needed to add another launcher screen to this section here, I can choose anything that's in here. So maybe you got something from, maybe you want to see your direct reports or your popular topics in Now Mobile. Let's add it. You can set an order, 400, which will be at the bottom. Save it, refresh. And there's my popular topics right here.
Okay.
So you can go around and choose different items from different application scopes and build out like your mobile app. So for instance, if I wanted, there's Agent Mobile, which does the more of the agent side of things. So if I open up the Agent mobile side, you'll see my incidents. You'll see a lot of this stuff here about it. So you got your My Team, your notifications, and anything else that's in there. But if you wanted to bring all that over, maybe I search in my incidents, you can bring that over into Now Mobile, as you can see here, and then have it display. So you can, and then it's all hidden and works with role-based or functionality. So if you don't have the role to see my incidents, then you're not going to see my incidents. Things like that. So you could build one app for everyone to use. It just make it a little chaotic with everything that's in here, because if you have the roles to see these things, it see how it puts it in my incidents like this in these launcher sections. So I can see I don't have any incidents right now, but I can go in, I can click see all, and I can see open resolved. I can even, if there were things, probably even create an incident from this screen as well. If we went into my incidents and added functions towards it, you're able to do that as well. So it gives you functionality to vice versa, to use one app or the other. I tend to do most of my development on the agent mobile side, but I've done the Now Mobile stuff where I've had to, or the agent mobile stuff where I've had to bring in functionalities like having a front end portal and requesting something directly from the front end portal within mobile. So this gives you that mobile view. So if you were ever doing something with mobile and you wanted a portal view for things, you could do that right through the mobile app. You just get you'd have to do some custom pages, or you could remove these breadcrumbs. You can remove things, and just to make it more of a mobile experience through your portal than a experience like this. So as you can see, there's a major difference in how it looks and feels.
And what's the use of this mobile interface preview? I'm curious.
So when I'm doing service catalog stuff, I would rather push to a page where I can have the full functionality of the widgets that were created, and or any other scripting, client scripts, or anything else that is within your service catalog. I would rather drive people to the page itself than the mobile view of a page, because you don't get the same functionality, I would say, as this, where I can do these things. I can add attachments. It's there, but the UI UX is a little bit different. As you can see, this is a little bit different than that. So you can bring this in, if I needed to, bring this into Now Mobile, Agent Mobile, and vice versa, and do both things. You have access to your entire portal, so you could theoretically have just one launcher screen that goes directly to your portal for your users, and set up an entire mobile experience within the mobile app. But you're getting this view.
I was asking about this mobile interface preview on your service.
Which one?
The browser screen.
The browser. This one in parties.
No, in the mobile app builder.
This one? Oh, mobile app builder.
Yeah, this on the right side you have.
Yep.
Mobile interface preview. Right side.
This, yeah, mobile interface Coral. Yeah, so this is how you can, just a quick testing of where it is. So if you don't have to do this every time, but if you want to see it in different views, different themes, what your app is going to look like. There's my mobile test theme. Here's my Coral Dark. That's the ServiceNow's newest one from Zurich. Coral Light, Polaris. So you can test and you can actually see where it is on where it went. You can't scroll down. Like I'm trying to scroll down. Can't scroll down on it. Can't click into it. So yeah, it's just just a view of it's just a quick view, a quick glance of what you're looking at here. I usually just have the phone in my hand. If I need to preview, and just constantly updating and checking something and changing something over here, going back to it, updating. A lot of refreshing, that's for sure.
Yep.
So let's go back to our party planner. So we need to bind this data. So after we've scanned it, so let's go into party planner. We've got this. We need to set up. We got our launchers. We need to go into bar. Where do we put it in? Supplies, I believe it was. Let's go into supplies. All right, let's screen here, a function instance. Let's go and add, nope. We need to add data. Here we are in the data stuff now. So let's add, nope. It's here somewhere. What else do we have to do? We did that.
I think on the function definition, maybe something.
Maybe down here. Input form stream. Screen segment. Stream data item supplies. Need to find where I can create my items. And this is where I'm losing my images upload. Let's see, action item. We do that. Data parameters. Here we are. So let's create a couple of data parameters. This is what binds these to the actual table now. So if we did quantity.
It's a kind of a transform map.
Yeah, from the mobile side. So it's not enough that we've taken an input of the information. Now we actually have to bind this information via these data parameters that go in. So if we did this one, let's do another one. Is it on the action item itself? I believe it is. New. So if we did vendor now. Save.
First you set up the input, then data parameter kind of.
Yeah, so as you can see here, when I go to my action item, there's a set field values now. So when I need to set item, I grab my item data parameter.
Nice.
So I would have to keep going. So if I have vendor, or what's it called? Quantity. So I did that. We have to do quantity. I have item. I didn't create one for item. So I need to create one for item. And we're coming up on it. Save. So we have that. We've got, I don't like how it's not, there's like no like back button, I feel like. Or is it here? That would help. What was the next one? Barcode. Or serial number. Save. Back. Nope. That went out. So that went out, actually. So we have those for 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3 vendor. So now when we go to our action item, we need to continue binding. So, which is interesting because I can't actually see vendor in my list here. I'm on supplies and I don't see vendor.
Supplier, maybe?
Maybe it is supply. Maybe supplier. Yeah. And it's just renamed. Let's just use supplier. Okay. So
maybe wait, you need to change the serial number. It's taking vendor only.
And then back to serial number. Serial number. Okay. So we've got our action item. We've got that set up. What else do we need? We've got our data parameters. We've got our input. We've got any actually toolbar above the keyboard, UI rules. So if we needed any UI rules, I don't think we need any of that.
If you go back, I saw some options.
we've got it binded. Input form display, individual page for each. Here we are, custom
Yeah,
page.
that's what I was saying. Like, it
So
should
we
be
can do a individual page or a custom page for each. So you can create a custom page for each one
and add them over there.
and add them over here. So let's go into there and see what input placement form page. I don't have a page where the data comes from, but it actually doesn't tell me where. Like I said, it's a page, but it doesn't say where do I create this page from.
Maybe on that list itself.
Sometimes with mobile, you do need to go into the platform view. And so if we have a page, we can create a new from here, from this side. I don't know. Test party page. Test party page. No, wait. Oh, it goes to, what was it? Party? No. It doesn't let me search for it either. That's interesting. So I can't, I'm in the app scope, but maybe, am I in the scope? Yep.
But it's not a mandatory field, so maybe
It's not. Let's see. See what it does. So we got the party page. So if I go back and I refresh this and I look at my input form screen, now that I have a page, go in.
input from page.
Where are we? Input form page. Still not there. That's an interesting one.
It might be looking for input from some screen.
Yeah. But it doesn't even allow me to create from this. And then even when I created from there, it doesn't actually help me here. Let's save that. Maybe I didn't save it. If not, we'll change it and go from there. So we go back to here. Let's go back to here. Oh, there's test party. So I didn't save it.
Oh, yeah.
So let's go back in and place these on test. Okay. Interesting. So it doesn't allow me to select that over and over. So if I got, it's like, I shouldn't have to select a page for every single one. But I guess I do.
Maybe open the quantity one and see where exactly it has put on.
Yeah. So if I serial number, open in platform, let's see. Page. Looks like I have to create one for every single one.
If we just use SNU tools, double click the field to add, to add toxicity here. Just to try and hack it a bit. Yeah, just also double click
Yeah,
on the page label.
I don't see. Yeah, weird. Okay, well, let's see what it does. Let's see what it does when since I have one page on quantity, let's save it. I think I did save it. Let's go back here to my see all, create supply. So now it's one page, at least. Test. I need 3. Yeah, that's okay. Let's just do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Submit. Oh, it did submit. All right, let's go see. Let's go see. Party.
Supplies.
Supplies. There's test
Okay.
from my test supplier with my event on my event, but I didn't get a quantity. I haven't done a quantity use, so because I was on my event of
Now you map the field to quantity as a field, not the quantity needed, I guess.
yeah. Oh, so I have my serial number at least.
You
I
have the
mapped it.
quantity as well, so
I have the quantity.
it should be quantity needed because it was like
Yes, so we have to go back and update that quantity needed.
Oh, nice.
Quantity needed. So let's go back to my function screen. Go to yeah, but this is weird that it's only on one page and it's showing up for
magic. We call it ServiceNow magic.
magic. Yeah, so let's go back to my input quantity, or is it my parameter mapping? Probably my quantity needed. And we'll do quantity. Save. Yeah. So let's add. Let's see if we can also do an image field of this. So let's figure table. I want a new field. The old school way of adding these things.
No, I love that.
Yeah, that's the way.
The way to do it, the old school way. What do we got? File attachment. Is there an image field? So many.
Maybe try searching. It's not coming.
Image. Oh, image. There we go. Image. Image. All right, let's try to fill in an image field. So if I take a picture, so now I have that. Let's refresh. Let's do new.
Thank God I'm not running this show. Otherwise, I would have been lost.
Image. So we got. Hey, at least we accomplished what we needed to. We set up the barcode from scratch within the hour.
Yeah.
With a few bumps along the way. So there's that. So we got the image. So what are we doing?
Image.
Is there an image? Nope.
Oh.
HT
Picture? I don't know. No.
picture.
Or screen, maybe? I don't know.
Screen. Let's try it. Let's see what it looks like. Refresh. Go into our supplies. Oh. See all. That didn't do anything.
Yeah, but it might have to do a screenshot.
Maybe the attachment.
Yeah.
That just seems like it's going to be an actual attachment. I don't. Yeah, I don't see anything. Maybe it's something in the data parameter mapping.
Well, maybe an images for next show.
Maybe next time.
Yeah. I think we had some good success, but yeah, we are running low on time, unfortunately.
We are running low on time. 5 minutes.
Yeah.
No pressure.
No pressure. Yeah, I don't see any. Is it an H? Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to think about it. Because how do we use that image? How do we fill in an image type field from mobile?
I think attachment is the best bet, but
Maybe it's
Yeah, because I think an image field contains the FIT32 attachment.
Well, there's my image field where I can select an image if I needed to. Oh, here we go. I can select a camera. Let's do that. Add. There's my image.
Okay.
But it comes in as an attachment. So, under test.
as long as you have camera option or gallery and document, that's fine.
So this will break because I can't use it on my phone, but we know it works. But I can enter the serial number. Submit.
Okay.
What? Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to get it in the nick of time.
That's then for the next, or for some homework. I don't know.
No, I think
Yeah.
there's no mapping for this new data parameter. The last
Yeah, probably.
But this is nice progress for today. It's in about, I don't know, 50 minutes or something. So,
Yeah, it's good progress for the day of
Yeah.
building this whole form section from scratch, changing the theme, getting in there, going over some.
Yeah, it does look like a lot of work, and also the binding and for every single field. Like, why isn't there something like auto mapping or something, or I don't know. And I can really imagine like how quickly you get lost in this.
You can, yeah, it is very. You can easily get lost because I'm just in this one function instance, right? If you
Yeah.
if we go back and we look at, let's take a quick look at ITSM, or this mobile agent, doesn't matter. Let's go into our, I don't know, our launcher screen for ITSM. And we take a look at my incidents.
I'm definitely
It's very big because all these things lead to somewhere else, another record screen, which leads to another record screen, and sometimes they lead back to each other. So you could have multiple function instances on multiple swipe functions on the same thing. So it is very easy to get lost when you are doing mobile development, I would say. But it's fun once you figure it out and how it works and how to manipulate and go through the tree structure. And when you get lost and you go back and then go back and forth, you're able to find your way.
Yeah, but a lot has improved, to be honest, because the last memory that I had for using mobile, I think
the mobile studio was a pain.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that mobile studio for the old school developers, mobile studio was a big pain. Some people still like it, but it's not available anymore. But this is a huge leaps and bounds better than the mobile studio. But there is some instances where you do need to go back to this platform view to do certain things.
Yeah. Okay.
Like sometimes something could be missing on this screen, and the only way to find it is by going back to the platform view and saying, "Oh, there's that field."
And the good thing is ServiceNow by default don't take you to the workspace view. So
yeah, I don't think there's a workspace view for this yet. I would hope not. Just because you can't right click on things as easily as the platform view. I don't know. But yeah, that's
nice.
That's time.
Let's rate our drinks to Dhruv. What you had a cola zero or something?
yeah, I would call it 3.5. One with sugar feels much better.
Oh, okay.
Oh, White Monster's always. What is it, out of 5 or 10?
Yeah, from a
5. Oh, a White Monster is always a 5 out of 5. You can't beat White Monster.
I got a point then, I guess. And that what was it? Still its sister from brothers-in-law, and 3.75. It's okay, but yeah.
You should rate it out of 10 because you are 10 times MVP.
maybe next time, Dhruv. Do we have any announcements or anything to mention? Yeah, the community week is ended with this, I guess. We are doing an official closure.
Or the unofficial, the after hours version of Community Week. Community Week after
Daniel,
hours.
did you have a World Forum already, or is there still one coming for you?
No.
So World Forum
World
next
Forum.
is in
I
Munich.
don't know if they come into Vancouver, the World Forum.
The next one is in Munich 12th, then 19th Paris, I guess, and then December 3rd Amsterdam.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, so the World
Yeah.
Forums. Yeah.
I don't, yeah.
Yeah, hopefully we'll have a new live coding happy hour soon. Yeah, if we can make it with the time and also with the time zone.
Time zones, yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Thank you, Dhruv. Thank you, Daniel. I think it was a nice show.
one last announcement from Monday, I guess it's Build Agent Challenge that is coming up. So I think our dev advocates announced it in the closing hour. So play with it.
Okay.
Yeah, nice. Thank you. And thank you everyone online. And see you next time.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.